Alexander, throw all the pieces on the cart.
I'm gonna pull all those damn pieces out to that cart. I'm taking this mother trucker as a trophy. I'm gonna reassemble him in our barn.
I think before we do that, though, we're going to take a 5-minute breather.
Yeah, I did that and healed.
I can't take one of those. I already used mine.
You guys want to go a little bit over tonight? Does anybody have any plans or anything? I would like to. I would love to continue if you guys are able to continue for a little while.
Honored that you would ask.
I would like to go to the bathroom, though.
Well, go ahead and go. So we'll say that. Well, I guess you said you're taking the actual golem back in the cart.
Yeah, I'm putting that mother trucker in the cart.
Would we know if a golem is able to reanimate itself?
Note that I'm not going to take the entirety of it. I'm going to take the entirety of it back, but I'm going to take one of its arms and maybe go see the blacksmith.
Yeah, Hazelwood. That's worth a lot of money too. Especially steel. Shit, man. Steel in Dragon Age is worth a lot.
A new shield or something.
It really is.
Because big arm or something. It's got to have a lot of armor with steel and whatnot on the arm.
All right, Make You Twitch. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you when you get back. But we might be playing still, so.
Say we heal up and all that stuff, then go check the hole.
Yeah, we go down that hole, and whoever's down there, we beat the living piss out of them because they just tried to squish us with a goddamn robot.
There's another 6 more golems down there.
And there's another 14 unanimated golems down there. You hear Alexander running, screaming for his life like a little girl.
Alexander, bringing the heat, eh? What's up?
I know.
So yeah, that area that you had seen down there for that brief amount of time, it was beautiful. I mean, marble flooring, gold inlaid grout. I mean, it was beautiful. It was definitely dwarven architecture.
It looked like a dwarven bathhouse.
And actually, you guys give me a cultural check as well, please. A cunning cultural check. Now that the battle is over, everybody's adrenaline is starting to calm down a little bit.
Are you kidding me?
Of all people, Alexander.
A note, I've actually spent some time with dwarves. I kind of know them.
You actually think that this may be an entrance to the Deep Roads.
Yep. This might be an entrance to the Deep Roads, guys, or at least an old dwarven tide. A dwarven tide is essentially like an old settlement. Am I going too smart for Alexander? Or I'm fine with that?
Yeah, just dial it back.
Well, you said you spent time around dwarves, like in your backstory, you have actually spent time, quite a substantial amount of time with dwarves.
At least a year, maybe 2.
More golems! So there you go, you guys.
The Deep Roads are really pretty.
Yeah. Well, the Deep Roads in some places is a beautiful place. I mean, it's, the Deep Roads are throughout the entire land of Ferelden, and also Thedas for that matter. I mean, it's massive.
Yep.
The dwarves were everywhere under the ground, so and unfortunately that's how the Blight are still able to survive, even though an archdemon is dead. I mean, there's still tons of Blight down there. So even between the different Blights that do happen, I mean, there's still just tons of that shit down there. They're just roaming around there freely. I mean, they don't have any archdemon to control them, but I mean, some do make it up to the top. That's just from what I've read about Dragon Age lore and stuff. So,
David, can I do probably a historical, like a cunning historical lore check, to see if I know of anything to do with the Deep Roads in conjunction to the
box set 3
Lost Keep? No, like to with the Lost Keep.
I'm just kidding.
If I know of any kind of like connection between the two, and maybe in some way it might tie into all of this area we're in at the moment.
No, I mean you can, but I mean you just aren't going to know. I'm just going to save you the roll. I'm just making this is just going to be an available option for you guys down the line. So
okay,
I don't think you guys are this powerful yet, because there's a lot of brood mothers down there, and there's a lot of different golems and stuff down there. So, but you do have an entry point to the Deep Roads. So that is basically why I have given you this map and this add-on to the Lost City. So, leaving it open for you down the line.
First
Or-
things first,
Yeah.
I would
Nice.
like to find some way of actually blocking off that entry so nothing can get out, so that we would still be able to, at some point in the future, get in there. Would that be an engineering check?
Definitely,
See if there's any way I can do
it's definitely going to require an engineering check. But the unfortunate thing is, you really don't have a lot of materials. You've got a lot of broken materials, but I mean, if you take the different altars and the sarcophaguses, I'm sure you can line those up over the holes. So, I mean, you could cover it up that way. Sure, I'll allow you to do that.
But we actually do know that the actual rooms with the sarcophagus and altars are actually trapped, so we probably don't want to do that.
Over here,
yeah.
there's that stone bookcase. Can I throw that on top of it? And take one of the lids to the
Sure.
sarcophaguses.
I'm
and
gonna
put
give
the
you
lid
one
over the hole?
more strength check on this, Mr. Canary. That was a great idea. It was a large. I mean, the bookshelf encompasses
It
the
was
entire wall.
yeah.
So
Can we
It was
all
like
try
6
to assist
feet.
him in this?
I will let you have an assist of 3
4-man
because
pool.
3 people are going to help. So I'm going to give you a bonus of 3 because you already have a pretty nice strength check. So let me think of a target number real quick. So
I would give a focus for 3 on that, or just leave it blank?
one second. If you have
Okay.
the might ability focus, then you can add 2 more. But
I do not.
okay, then it's just going to be
I roll a 10.
okay.
I fail.
That's actually a 13, which was lower than my number. So, no, you cannot pull the bookcase. God damn, that bookcase is just badass. It's more bad than that damn golem.
I want to take my axe and just chop the shit out of that bookcase. I'm pissed at that.
It's made of
bookcase.
stone. It's gonna break your
It's
ass.
I
it's a
don't care.
stone.
No, it's not. It's made of wood.
The
actual
wood is, but the
made of
books
stone.
are the books are made of stone.
I'm
so.
gonna hack the shit out of that thing.
Can I
I'm
take
done
the
with it.
golem's head and smash it over the bookcase? I'm kidding.
I've moved all the golem parts back to our apartment.
It's the OP bookcase. Gotta die.
All right,
Can
you,
can we bring the OP bookcase with us?
you
That's
guys
our greatest weapon.
you guys destroy the bookcase.
Okay.
So yeah, you
We
guys
actually need to go
destroy
back
the
on that
bookcase
first.
and nothing happens. It's just a wall behind the bookcase. That is.
Didn't we
I
take
turn
that
to Elf and
bookcase?
say, why did you destroy that? We need that to be able to block the actual entranceway. That's the reason we were wanting it.
There's nice
True that.
logs of books that you can drape over it. I mean, the logs could probably, the cement book logs could probably cover the hole, but
I'm gonna use the wood to make more torches.
you got plenty of wood all throughout
Such a
this
crafting
place. So
Well, this is the OP wood, so I'm making
Back-
OP torches.
Back in the secret room, you said there was 2 pedestals that were not exactly on the ground, but they were just placeholders or something. How tall were they?
the 2 monuments were probably
Yeah.
about 4 foot tall, 3-4. I think I said 3-4 foot tall.
If we picked if we picked both of those up, bring them into that room, and laid them
Exactly,
flat on their
Hazelwood.
side, both of them side to side each other, would it cover it and be heavy enough to keep something out if it tried to climb up?
Sure. Yeah, the hole's
Strength
only
test?
about. Nah, you can drag them over
Okay.
there. And, with the books and everything else, you guys are able to. I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, it looks pretty conspicuous of why this shit is just kind of thrown on the floor, stacked up,
I
But-
go.
You get it covered up.
Okay, but can we also make it look like it's rubble? So I kind of go to the back to the other side of the room where that cave
Sure,
is, and I kind
you
of
can-
throw rocks and
Yeah, you can
wood
do
around
that.
it to
You
make
can-
it look like something happened there.
That's a good idea. You can do that, and steam starts coming up through it again. So yeah, there's definitely steam coming out of the hole with the grate, and the steam starts coming up throughout all of the logs and the rubble and stuff that you throw on
Should
it.
we move over there?
We're good.
Alright,
got long
my
arms.
level of play
I'm Dr. Octopus.
kind
Yeah,
of demands that move
Aim and
over
Isis, that's a great idea. I've actually thought about
Can
doing
we
that. Actually, great idea though.
circumvent this trap that got the golem earlier? That easy enough to get past?
Wasn't that destroyed?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know,
The
that's what I'm
log
asking.
is basically the log is laying over here now. Just the log,
Yeah.
not the. Well, yeah. The mounts have been pulled down as well. So
Can we use the log of the mounts as well to cover over the hole?
Sure, you can throw it all on there.
So we just throw everything we can find that's movable on top of that.
You've got it covered up pretty good.
Yep.
And then a second golem appears.
Boom! The
Right.
archdemon sticks its head out through there somehow. Oh, why hello! Refire.
Hello there. All right, so you guys have this dead golem. You guys have used your. Have you guys used your out of combat, your heal yet?
I
I already
did,
used mine
I haven't
beforehand,
yet.
before the golem fight.
Yeah,
You can-
I can.
You can use it. You can take a breather afterwards, guys. There's no limit on those. As long as you are out of combat at any time, you can take a breather after
Okay,
every
I
combat.
took it.
So.
I won't, because it probably won't really. It doesn't help mana, and that's really what I'm hurting on at the moment.
Yeah, you get
Actually, this was
breather on the mana.
8
Only
pages
one
that I
does.
wrote for this
I don't think so.
underground
Thought
labyrinth.
You can only do the,
That's a lot. Wow, I didn't think it
the
was that
HP
much.
was the breather. I didn't think the breather helped mana at all.
Alright, so what are you guys going to do now? You guys have this golem. It's going to take you a little bit more time, actually a lot more time, because it is going to stress your cart quite a bit, because this
Yeah,
golem is...
For each or you get
uh,
1d6 of magic plus magic back and mana.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So we're going to pile everything in the cart. Well, attempt to pile. If it's too heavy, we're going to leave it inside the door. We're going to return, drop one half of the golem off, and come back with some farmhand help, get the rest of the golem, and bring it back. Does that sound good?
So I guess you guys are just kind of... You have this this golem. I mean, are you guys just going to just pick it up and pick the pieces up and take them out to the cart, or what?
Yes, Alexander will do that. Alexander wants his golem trophy.
Alright, well, as you're... I'm going to do a... Is everybody helping in this as well, or...
Well, I'm still up there at the bookcase, if you notice.
Okay,
Oh,
so
if I'm asked.
who all is participating in this gathering of the scrap metal or
Anyone
robot?
would
Golem.
anyone like to help me move the big golem? We might
I
get
will
some
help you.
really. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll help him after I finish chopping this bookshelf some more.
We might be able to maybe
Can
salvage
I-
some parts for improved armor or something.
Can I actually investigate and, look over the actual golem to see if there's anything of any particular interest about it that I can see?
He's
Sure.
carrying a
Give
plus
me
5
a-
bastard sword.
Give me
Like,
a
when we
perception
find out, like,
searching.
Yeah, any like markings, or if there's anything, particularly interesting about any of
I have
the
a-
workings, or anything like that.
TN of 12, a target number of 12.
I don't have searching, so it'll be a standard perception.
TN of 12.
Never
Yeah.
mind. It's a perception check. Forget it.
You just see a bunch of metal and you're like, wow, this is... You're definitely intrigued by the... by how everything works.
When we're done here, I'm gonna send a certain door some mail to see if he can come explain to me how this thing
Oh,
works.
thank you.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
hello there, babe.
I seen you
I got
struggling
lost.
there. I seen you struggling in the darkness, so
Yeah, I got lost.
I had to help the damsel in distress. So
Well, hello there, babe. Personal
Okay,
space. That's all I've got to
I'm
say.
done chopping this thing now.
They knows the spell teleport. She's just not teaching us it yet.
yeah, that's definitely on the same
I'm
lines
going
of
to,
what I was
as we
thinking
are
about doing,
exiting,
Aim and Isis.
pay very careful
I'll
attention
talk to you
the
about it
signal.
though. You can come in after I'm
Make
done
sure
with the
there's
game
no
here
more
in a
damn
little
slimes
while.
up there.
There's no more slimes. Alright, so you've checked the robot. Anybody else helping with the
Yeah, I'll help.
golem? Okay, so Vey and Crow. Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah, I'll help
Alexander. Okay, so alright, now as you guys I want all three of you to give me a perception check as well. So
What type?
perception, seeing, searching. Sorry.
Someone's about to get
I
exploded.
rolled a 10.
17.
All right, Elephant. As you're picking up scrap metal, as you pick one of the pieces up, what appears to be like a heart drops out of a metallic type of heart drops out of the
Wow.
one of the actual torso itself, and it seems to have some weird. I don't want to say aura, but it just looks like it's made of something that you've never seen before.
I will put on my glove and pick it up.
Nice text. Chop, chop, chop. Chops it again. Still pissed. Chops it again. I like it. Nice. That fucking bookcase has been the bane of y'all's existence being in here.
Yeah, you're gonna randomly throw bookcases in dungeons now just to make us mad.
I'm going to throw lots of bookcases at you guys because I know that's the only thing you guys are going to fail on. And I'm going to put like Holy Avengers and shit behind them and stuff, so.
Yeah,
Those
the
books,
day you
books
actually
scare
yeah.
us.
The day you actually put something super awesome into like Excalibur or something, we're actually gonna end up getting the roll, and you're like, fuck.
Well, tomorrow, Hazelwood, I have a D&D next campaign,
Alright,
but
so I'll pick
Sunday,
up the weird heart
You know what?
with my glove.
Sunday I have a
you can
one-shot.
pick this
Maybe
up
I'll
or
do
just
like
kinda
a
check.
Q&A on Monday night or something. That would be pretty cool.
I say,
All right. So you find this heart, you take a piece of cloth, a couple band-aids, wrap them around your hands, and you pick it up, and it feels like sort of has like a staticky charge to it.
Well, he actually has gloves, remember? He bought them in Steinhold, I think.
And as you pick it up, it feels like it charges you with energy.
Ooh, sparkles.
So there you go.
Is that mana energy?
I don't know. We don't know yet. We have to get it identified by a master wizard.
Do we,
Precious.
do we see him... Sorry, do we see her
What are
actually
you trying to say,
pick this up?
Alexander?
Well, Alexander and Veda's because they're all helping and picking pieces up together and helping each other out. So they and Alexander see this.
I kind of eye the glowing heart and like, put that in a bag. We'll take a look at it when we get to the farm.
My precious.
My precious goes in my bag.
Okay. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be Smeagol. Go back to Lord of the Rings. You're in the wrong video game.
Put what in the bag? What are you
I
talking
put-
about, you guys?
I put my extra heart in there. It's so
Extra, huh?
Wow.
We broke his heart.
There's only one.
Wah, wah.
I'm gonna replace it with mine. Then we'll have an electric heart.
I could probably do that because I have a
I know a dwarf that would do it for you if you pay him enough money. You might
I actually have
try,
a-
but he'll try.
one-shot
All
already
right,
planned
we'll
for Sunday,
continue
so
as I
I
place
could probably
something
do
in
it
my bag.
Monday.
To get it looked
All right.
upon later.
So after about several hours, you're able to get the broken grate, the floor covered well, and you're able to get the golem back onto the cart, all of the pieces. You're able to distribute the weight throughout the wagon, and basically nobody's going to be able to walk. You're not going to be able to ride on the wagon, so it's basically just going to be Poro. What did you name that horse anyway?
That horse?
Well, the horse that's on your cart.
His name is Stampy. Stampy Goodhoof.
Stampy Goodhoof.
Yeah.
Well, Stampy Goodhoof is pissed off by the time he gets back to the farm, so...
I get him an
It is.
entire basket of apples and an entire basket of carrots, and I pour him some wine.
Alright, well he's still mad, but I'm going to put you guys back on the map. You guys
I would
did
like to make a trip to Ventifer.
I
Such
would
a
like to call
great
all the
job.
elves in and ask them if they can put this in the
Guys, this is an actual map that the group built from scratch, and this is their farm that
Are
they-
gonna put this or
they have
continue with
made.
whatever they're
This is
doing?
all their
Do we arrive back in the daylight or
grapevines.
at night?
Yeah, you arrive in the morning, actually, probably mid-morning.
Okay.
And as you pull up into the actual farm, you are greeted. And you are greeted by Duncan. And he says, "You have killed my fucking emissary, and you are all going to
my
die."
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's
Boss
a
battle.
hole. There's a leaf up there, and it has these weird jars in it. And I'm not sure, but it referenced some dead dragon. You might want to go check this out, man.
Now, basically, back at the farm, Ashara does greet you and tell you that there were several darkspawn attacks on the farm. but all is well. There was some damage done to the distillery, but with the help of Lukey and Dookie, your your hired men that have taught the elves how to manufacture. Well, they haven't really manufactured anything yet, but your distillery was damaged, and the funds were able to repair it. The funds that you have already invested, and also they noticed. Well, they stacked the corpses, and Ashara wants you to take a look at these corpses because these are darkspawn that she has never encountered before. And you guys take a look at these, and well, actually, she has never encountered them, but you can actually identify these as shrieks. These shrieks have long blades
myself
protruding.
And they can.
Yes, they have long claws protruding from their hands.
Oh no, never mind. We can.
No, Duncan's not there, but yeah, you all notice that these are shrieks, and these
No,
are
I'm saying
very.
that didn't. We've not encountered them before.
You've encountered them in your past, so yes, you notice that these are shrieks, and this is something that Ashara has not seen. That's why she is looking for some guidance on what this possibly could have been. So you inform her that they are shrieks, and she has told you that there were multiple attacks when you were gone, but with all of the help of the elves here on the farm, which were several were skilled. They did have some training in fighting, and plus whatever Elephane and Alexander has helped them with as well. They were actually able to fend off the shrieks with just several minor injuries. Yeah, this is a beautiful farm. They did a hell of a job.
Give the elves an extra serving of mead tonight at dinner for their great help.
You're gonna give her an extra serving of meat tonight?
Mead.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
meat.
God.
I'm sorry, my bad. I heard that wrong.
Shara, was there any
Extra
kind of
steak
like
for you.
methodology or MO to how the shrieks or these darkspawn creatures approached and attacked? Was there any kind of method to how they did it? Was
They
there any kind of
basically came
weakness
from
in
the
our defenses
forest.
that we may need to shore up.
No, they basically just scaled the walls. I mean, there's really nothing that they could have done. In fact, they never even knew that they were there because the walls are pretty tall. You guys have basically gated yourselves in, which is a good thing. But they did scale the wall. It's not like you have a fortress type of wall, which I'm sure that's probably going to be your next project.
Which is the reason I was asking.
You're gonna come on tomorrow, David, and we're gonna have a massive fortress here.
That's probably going to cost you some gold. But yeah, no harm though. She says that they didn't attack many at a time, but they did have 2 different attacks. Then
Did they
Lukey,
appear to come from any particular direction when they attacked?
they weren't actually able to tell that, but
Okay.
one of the attacks happened actually over in this area here, and towards
I
the
need
top,
to,
towards the distillery.
I need to zoom out so I can see where you're saying. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Yeah, that's
Okay,
epic
sorry,
made.
where did you say?
There's probably about 2,000 to 3,000 pieces
Up
on
here?
this map.
Where Raven's little
One is right
Okay.
here
power garden is?
in the lower field near the stables, and the other attack was up by this. Pardon me, my voice is gone. The other attack was up by the distillery, so that's what happens when you talk so much. So those were the 2 attacks. Lukey and Dookie also tell you that Lukey and Dookie. Oh my gosh, that's great. They also inform you that the training on the elves for using the distillery equipment is going really well, and you should have a crop probably in the next 2.5 to 3 months. All of the vines are starting to come up through the earth. You can start to see some buds starting to grow on the actual vines as well. So everything looks to be going well, and it looks like you probably should be able to harvest around probably around August, which is the 8th month. Right now you're in the month of blooming tide, so you're in the 5th month right now. So you still at the end of the 5th month, so you have about another 2.5 months before you'll have a harvest. So.
Okay.
Bell is actually far more interested in hearing more about the attacks and actually ask Ashara. During the attacks, were any of the elves injured or harmed in any way?
Just no, they were just a few minor injuries, but like I was saying, they were able to actually defend the farm really well. Ashara
That's my
said that
elves.
everyone had done really well.
Approximately how long ago was the last attack?
The last attack was last night, so about 12 to 13 hours ago.
Okay, David, out of game, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. Because I remember the time we were attacked by them before, in the very early sessions, they turned back into elves, so maybe there's some kind of taint thing, and that's the reason I'm asking. That's the reason I'm going along this particular line of questioning.
Yeah, no, these just haven't transformed back into anything, so they're just shrieks.
What I mean is, could they have passed on the taint onto the elves when they attacked? It's like through scratches, bites, that kind of thing.
No, nobody's been affected, or nobody's feeling ill or anything like that.
I just couldn't think how to word it, that was all.
How'd you like that hillbilly? I said eel. Nobody feels eel. That's my hillbilliness coming out. I try not to have my hillbilliness come out on stream, so... But, yeah, nobody's ill or anything, so... Because when I first started, gaming in MMOs and everything and using Ventrilo, everybody's like, damn, dude, you are really from the South. I was like, hell yeah, I'm from the South. Anyways, yeah, so there's nobody infected, or all the elves are feeling well. Actually, they're tending to all of the grape crops, so...
I asked Ashara if she had reported this to the captain in Vintfer.
No, the warden? No. This is just stuff that's been taken care of here on farm. Although she says, however, early this morning, she was out in Ventiver picking up supplies, and there was several notices posted around the town that adventurers were needed. There was a certain band that was in need of adventurers. They were paying well, and it is in the valley, which is to the north. So the Rosswald Valley.
Hop on them horses, bitches.
Sounds like an adventure.
I glanced towards the necklace around her neck and asked, how is she enjoying the, is it giving her peace? Is she feeling close to her lost friend wearing that?
Yeah, she says she's definitely got closure from that. And she says, it's pretty, isn't it? She just kind of, pretty, isn't it? No.
It is pretty. You want to know? You want to see my newest battle trophy, Mrs. Shara?
Oh my god, here we go.
So yeah, what is this? Yeah, so you guys are gonna go to Ventiver, or Ventiver.
Can we rest up for the night first, please?
Yeah, I want to rest
Sure.
up for the night.
Well, it's mid morning, so like I was saying, it's mid morning. Yeah, we
We're
can.
extremely tired when we get back.
Yeah, you can fast forward. Yeah, we'll fast forward to the next day. Everybody can be back to full hit points, full mana, all that good jazz, and you get to the town of Ventiver. And I'm going to give you guys the pop up. So.
Okay, while we're in Ventiver, I want to talk to the town carrier. I'll write the letter up after we're done this, but I want to send a letter to 2 dwarves that I know in Orzammar.
Oh, North Dakota, nice.
Neckbeard, the dwarf that's
I almost bought property in North Dakota a couple years ago on the Saskatchewan
I thought he was
border.
a really short human.
A log cabin and everything, but I didn't
I
because it didn't
difference.
have internet, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing it. So I'll tell you just after the
I can't
game.
remember him saying Neckbeard was a dwarf. I thought he was just an old guy, an old short dude.
He's actually like a master grapesman, a master distillerist.
Okay.
He's like a vineyard. He's actually Neckbeard is the one who actually lets you have Lukey and Dookie on, for payment, of course. But yeah. All right, so you guys get to Ventiver. Are you going to go see Coelin the Smith, or?
I don't have nothing to sell, but.
Oh, you're not going to sell the robot for scrap?
No, actually, I wasn't.
I would like to go see him and see if he knows anything about this here heart I carry in my bag.
Yeah.
Do any of us know about it? Well, sorry, do I know anything of this heart yet? Like, have I seen it, or did I not see it?
Actually, I need to look one thing up real quick, guys. And I am actually not prepared. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is
I am-
blasphemy.
This is unbelievable. I'm not prepared for this. I have to look something up real quick.